I like to study medieval weaponry, but only sorta. Welcome to the stream, my friends. Happy Thursday night, and welcome at long last. We come back to a worse version of one of my favorite games. Welcome back to Castlevania Legacy of Darkness on the Nintendo 64. Maybe continuing first playthrough. I wasn't really sure how to rank this. We completed the game once, but there are 4 characters, but only one of them is unlocked at first. In the original, better Castlevania 64, there are 2 characters, and they have similar but diverging storylines with unique levels. I don't know if all 4 characters have unique stories and levels in this. I've tried to stay fairly ignorant of it. But we have a new character tonight to play through as that I've never seen before. So it could be exactly identical to what we've already played, or it could be different, or anywhere in between. So I guess we'll just have to see. But welcome in. Thank you for being here. We've got Dead Zergling first in chat. We've got Lucent Jelly, and welcome to our lurkers as well. You forgot to take a bow after that joke. Oh well, good joke. Didn't make me cringe this time. That doesn't compute, Zergling. How could it be a good joke if it doesn't make you cringe? Watch out. If you're wearing headphones, maybe pull them away for just a moment. I don't know how loud the volume in the game is. Oh, do we do high or low resolution? We did high resolution last time. Let's do low resolution. Let's just... It was louder than I expected it to be. I'm a huge... If you're out there and you don't know this about me, I am a huge Castlevania 64 fan. It is unironically, unapologetically one of my favorite games. It's fantastic. I don't like this one as much. Everyone who doesn't like these games says this one is better. But everyone who likes one of these games likes the first game, in my experience. Not sure. I prefer not to flail around on the details. Oh, nice. Alright, let's take a look at our options real quick, just because I didn't remember what that was like. Alright, I don't think any of those are important. I just go to game start? Okay, yeah. Okay, normal mode. I don't have hard mode. Okay, good. I was worried that I'd already started a playthrough with Cornell and I was going to be locked into that. So we did the Cornell playthrough. That's part of the reason I don't like this game. Because my main man, Reinhardt, is locked when you first play. You have to play as Cornell, and I don't like him as much. And I'm still, even playing through it once, I still don't have access to Reinhardt and Carrie, but I've got this Henry guy. And Henry, I don't think I know anything about. He looks like he's supposed to be wearing armor, but there's a rather... He looks like an action figure of a guy who's supposed to be wearing armor. If this stream continues for a few hours, you'll be an early morning star. Oh my goodness, you've got them all circling. That can't be all of them, right? I know you're saving the best for the last. You've still got a mace in the hole. What? It does. What? Where's the voiceover? Transylvania in the mid-19th century, the province of Wallachia. In this time of peace and plenty, no one foresees the return of ancient horrors. But the old legends live, and soon the land will again be plunged into darkness. The people have returned to the path of wickedness, and the bonds that seal their evil ruler's spirit are weakening. Deep in his castle, he stirs from an eternity of enforced sleep. Count Dracula awakes. The year was 1852, as Reinhard Schneider and Carrie Fernandez were locked in a battle to the death with Dracula. The church began a rescue mission. Henry was sent to save the kids in the castle. Will Henry be able to rescue all 6 children within 7 days? Is this game the origin of that meme? What, Henry, where's the rest of your armor, man? What's going on? Look at this guy. He's wore half a suit of armor. Henry's objectives. Silent forest, castle wall, annexed to the evil castle. This is very different. Underground passage, underground waterway, outer wall. I hope I don't have to remember this myself. Henry must rescue all 6. That is a very zero-looking 6. Of the children found in the 6 stages. So is that one children? Is that one child per stage? Or 6 children per stage? Within 7 days. The game is over after 7 days are up. Or when all 6 children have been saved. If you save your clear data based on the child saved, you earn a special bonus. A child can be rescued by speaking to it. The game won't budge. Apparently, you cannot go back. Nope. Henry's got a gun. I think the volume is maybe a little low now. You know what? This Henry guy is growing on me. He's got a projectile weapon. I kind of appreciate his mullet approach to armor. He's all business on the ends and casual in the middle. Okay, he's got a sword too. I hope my ammo is unlimited. I didn't even think about that. Just don't axe me for too much. I'm only one man of war. Yeah, I bet you're wanting to do another escort mission. Crossbow well. Oh. So, I don't really know. I mean, surely they're not going to hide any of them, like, out here in, like, the very first area, unless it's 6 per stage. It looks like I have a lot of time. The moon is... Oh, I was going to say the moon isn't moving, but look at that. The clock is. Is that not the proper way to open this? Oh my goodness, that took forever. My shots are doing nothing. There we go. He has to reload after every 6th shot. Okay, he does that automatically. I mean, I knew I wasn't doing anything to make it happen, but I didn't know... I didn't know if I hit this, if I had to hit the button 7 times, right? 6 to fire and 1 to reload, or if I hit it 6, if he would reload without a 7th press. And there is no need for the 7th press. The sun's coming up. My first day has already run away from me. Henry's, Henry reminds me a lot of RoboCop. I think that's intentional. I think he's supposed to remind me of RoboCop. He's got a narrow visor in his rounded helmet, and the way he holds his arm is very, very RoboCop. I should have called him Murphy. Yeah, exactly. Murphy, it's you. No, what is this? I opened this thing. Words engraved, and the base plate say the sage points to the right path. Oh, okay. So I've only played this version of the game once. I've done Cornell's playthrough, so I'm not... The levels are remixed a bit, so especially since I'm on a time limit, I'm not expecting to do super well on my first pass through this. There we go. So the thing is, the sage points me to the right path for progress, but it doesn't necessarily point to where the children are, right? So I still need to look everywhere else first. I love that sound effect. That squeaky hinge, I hear that in everything. I can't... Yeah. I can't get enough distance to feel like I can safely attack this guy. I really don't want him to pick me up. This guy reminds me of the Juggernaut from X-Men. Sorry if you've heard me. Sorry if you watched me play Castlevania 64 and or this before, because I always make the same commentary every time. I love the game. I don't have any unique thoughts about it though. It's always the same. It's always the same script. Nice. Being the exciting person that I am, I literally went on a walk today just to look at plants and take pictures of a couple certain types. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I've never learned to identify any plants. Well, I say never meaningfully. I was in the Boy Scouts long ago. So, like, I learned some basic stuff then, but I feel like I've forgotten most, if not all of it. I didn't take the path the sage was telling me to take, and I wonder if I'm going to end up filled with regret over that. Uh-oh. I don't know much either, just which ones are poison ivy, yeah. Yeah, I learned how to identify the poison plants for sure. I think I'd still know them if I saw them. In fact, I think poison ivy grows at the end of our yard. Is this gonna break? It looks like it breaks. It didn't break. This is locked. Ooh. Did that break? It broke. The bridge needed some bats to chase me across it. Wait a moment. Wait a moment, I saw a thing over here. What have I come down here for nothing? It would appear I have. Don't fall off, please. Yeah. Without the bats and Medusas, is it really even a bridge in Castlevania? I don't think that I don't think footholds is the term that I would use for these pillars. Just gonna fall? No? That was scary. So I could go down there. I might ought to do that. Just occurred to me, might ought is another one of those southernisms that I say a lot. Whenever I'm receiving grief vis-a-vis the way I talk, I tend to point out might could is one of my distinguishing characteristics, but might ought is, I mean, I know it means not exactly the same thing. Right? Ought means should, so. But it works in the same, it's the same double modal. Wow, that tree really comes out here, huh? I don't know how long 7 days is in this game, but I do know I am rapidly wasting them. I hope all 6 kids are kept in one spot at the rate Frownie's moving. Awesome camera angle. That first one wasn't sarcastic. What, the tree grew back and then got knocked over again? How does that happen? Oh no. The platforms collapsed. I should have known they were going to do that. That's the kind of thing that happens in this. If you want to like these games, you really need to become comfortable with this with this kind of platforming really early on, because it shows up on stage 1 and it's kind of janky. The stairs between the cliffs in this game is pretty janky platforming, and I feel like it's where a lot of people give up with the original Castlevania 64. It's not hard, but you have to, there's a precise way that you have to handle it. You've heard of birch trees? Well, here are larch trees. What's a lurch tree? 6. Okay, it does put the day count on the screen. So I've only wasted 1 day so far. It's alright, I don't expect to first try this. Sign door reads, Charnel House. It may not be possible to open from the outside. Charnel House or Carnal House? I don't know if the H is effective against the C or not. What a weird way to word that. Is anyone hiding in the, Okay, oh, I did not want that knife. That's a shame. Is that a meat? Stop grabbing the thing. What are you doing? Oh, it was gold. And meat. And more meat. Let's go. Let's gold. Get me out of this building, please. Lurches and Lurch from Adam's family. I guess I just don't get what makes a lurch tree, then. I don't know, it went over my head. As I guess Lurch would do, he's pretty tall. But I can't... This door doesn't open? I can't interact with it? How am I supposed to get out? I guess I have to defeat the skeletons first. I mean, that's a red skeleton. Is it even defeatable? They grow back. Yeah, that's not even defeatable. I don't know, it won't let me interact with this wall. With this door. Oh no, I'm stuck. I'm soft-locked. Can I make this jump? What's going on? Where did you come from, by the way? Oh, there we go. I did have to defeat the skeleton. Because the tree resurrects itself. 2 fresh roast chickens straight out of a rotting casket. Ooh, it's good. Afternoon board jams. Welcome in. It's an honor to have you with us, my dear pod mate. Dead. Could it be someone from the village? What? Nice. This might make me break my streak. Three roasted chickens. We're in that casket for over 90 billion years. That's quite a while. That's quite a while. What? That was bogus. Exploding skeletons? I mean, skeletons, sure. On this tiny platform, but exploding skeletons? Oh, I missed my jump. Hey, Sensation, good to see you. No, I didn't beat the dolphin game. I was just stuck on that same level all night, so I'll have to play it again next week. It's pretty heartbreaking. Oh. Hey, Power Party, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. The third one didn't make it. The other two survived the 90 billion years. This was my problem. I got confused. I thought I was supposed to go over there. Oh. Do I see a person over there? Actually, I might have to go over there. But I don't think that's the way to do it. What? That was, I'm not entirely sure what happened there. How do you feel about Frowntown clowns, Zergling? That proposal's been on the table for a while. Weren't you playing a game the other night where you looked like you were playing as a purple Freddy Fazbear? Yeah, I was playing. That was Eek the Cat. We were playing that on Tuesday night. Oh, that game's pretty bad. Oh no! If this is the boss, that I may have made a grave error. Yeah, it's a cat. That's Eek the Cat on the Super Nintendo. But you would, it's understandable. He does look like a lot like a bear. Bozo came up with Frowntown clowns. I think I know who suggested it, but I would not necessarily want to lay the blame in the wrong place, so... Hey, VHS, welcome in. Grave error, was that a pun? It wasn't, but it's a happy accident. 'Cause, 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 'cause Okay, this does open back up. That's good. I don't remember. I do remember going into that cave before, but I don't remember how. I don't remember where the other opening is. Well, this game is kind of a bad rep, but some people actually love it. If we were talking about Castlevania 64 1, I love that game. The Legacy of Darkness version I am not sold on yet. I've I played through as the first character. This is the second story. This is my first time playing through the second story. I like this more so far than the first one, I think. Um, but my overall, I really love Castlevania 64. Legacy of Darkness, I think, is worse. I'm tempted to just fall down there and see. I don't think I can withstand. I don't think I can withstand the fall damage. But it is tempting to try. Is there a save crystal over here? Probably thinking of the first one. Well, that's my experience is that people who don't like either game or don't know them very well always say that Legacy of Darkness is better. But I think that that's largely being parroted and assumed without playing them. Because almost universally, people that I've talked to that like one of the two games say the first one is better. I think I might have heard from one person who likes them that this one is better. But I haven't played this whole game, so I mean, it could potentially win me over, right? It's not impossible. Does that make something come out over here? Maybe the other one will. Maybe there's just an invisible platform. Maybe there's not. I could have grabbed that. That's how I feel about most people who say they don't like Friday the 13th on the NES. I doubt they've actually played much of it, if at all. Yeah, Friday the 13th is actually pretty rad. Calcium provised? Oh my. I'm having a bad influence on the quality of the puns around here. That sounds identical to a joke I would make. Oh. Oh, I'm still alive. How am I still alive? My health bar's empty. Quick, eat some meat. Alright, well that's definitely not the way down, but as I climb out, it'll teach me the way down. Camera's not doing me any favors right now. Hey, I found you. Anthony. Thank you so much for saving me. I knew you would come for me. When I grow up, I want to be a great soldier like you. Ooh, I like that they put that music in there. Oh, but it was different. Thank you so much for saving me. I'll wait for you outside the castle. Be careful. Okay, so that... They don't actually go anywhere. Oh, nice to meet. I need that! Ah, exploding skeletons! Oh, I'm a fool. I came down here before. I didn't think... I didn't even think about the possibility of a breakable wall. Oh, ho, ho. Alright, well, I'm definitely going to fail this run, but I just learned something incredibly valuable. Oh, I don't need to go back this way. I can go... Oh... You know what? We'll get through this level way quicker going this way, too. Oh, this is good. I'm enjoying this. I like this character more than I liked Cornell. So I'm liking that about this playthrough, even though... I don't think I'm going to succeed at this rescue mission for a while. I'm not super happy to be under a time constraint. So I think it's either one child per stage, or I have done astronomically bad at stage 1. I think it's just one per stage. I have a feeling if I were to hack the game and remove Henry's helmet, that we would find that he's just Reinhardt underneath. This is already open? Interesting. So I don't even have to do this stage, technically. I can just go on through, but we've got to find the... We've got to complete our rescue mission. Now, I wonder if you're on top of this. I just can't see you from here. This stage, by the way, is way worse in Legacy of Darkness. Because it forces you to do one of these sides twice. And it's just, it's annoyingly time-wasty. And the first game doesn't do that to you. I don't know what the draw distance is. I think it's pretty good. I don't think there's anyone... I don't think there's anyone standing down there. Although... I think that's just a splotch on the wall. Oh no, well, I checked by accident anyway. And there was no one down here. Woo! That made my heart skip a beat. R.I.P. Becky and Susie. Maybe that's why they made you do the characters in a very particular order? Oh, well, I mean, I get having to play as another character before having to play as Henry, now that I see what Henry's quest is like. So yeah, I mean, maybe they've done something with Reinhardt and Carrie that will make the Forced Order make more sense. Well, the second one was just not gonna move, was it? I'm not doing a very good job at looking around for, like, secret spots. Okay, are you up here? Of course not. That would also just be too easy, wouldn't it? What is that? Is that for... What? Is this platform here because they were worried I wouldn't be able to jump up here? But it's not that high. Oh, it's full of money. Okay, it did have a purpose. I didn't know that thing would be breakable. Yeah, I didn't really expect anything. So what happens when I activate this? Well, I can't. They're just gonna climb endlessly out of this green skeleton, I see. I'm sad there is no chicken or beef in there. You could have called it ground beef. I don't actually feel like I want this holy water, but I probably am going to pick it up. Moon card, do I need that? Oh, that'll waste more of my time. Oh, I picked up the cross. Wait a moment, what's going on? Okay, I wasn't where I thought I was. It's fine. I need to go in here? Okay, this is different, right? Yeah. So I actually don't think I needed to go up that other side at all. I think the left-hand side was a complete waste of time. So if this quest isn't randomized, then I need to just skip that entirely on the future attempts. I don't think it would be randomized, but I mean, based on the position, based on where they hid the child on stage 1, like I don't. I can't imagine what other locations would even be an option. Okay, completely optional boss defeated. Question mark. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anyone there. I can't pull the lever here either. Nope. I just do this whole stage for no reason? Uh-oh. I fell to my death. Oh, no. Alright, that just sets me back by one easy boss. Oh, it can actually hit me. What do you know? Look at all these moon cards! My goodness! I think I got much better items the first time. So that plummet to my death was more unfortunate than... I let on before. These infinitely spawning skeletons are not giving me an opportunity to stand and think. It's very obnoxious. I just want to look around a moment and think in peace. Okay, I can't grab on... what are you doing? Well, I don't know what to do. It seems like there is not actually a child on this stage to be rescued. I think I have entirely wasted my time. You're not hidden inside one of these bags of flour, are you? Oh, they're two-dimensional. Well, I guess we'll just have to leave a big old question mark by this stage for now. It seems I did all of this for no reason. But I could have very easily missed something obvious too, so who knows. No going back, eh? I definitely have to have missed something. Wait a moment. Is this where I'm supposed to be right now? Are they, Yep. No, where's the invisible platform? There's usually an invisible platform over there. You can cheese this. I was gonna say, I'm not falling for it. I know it's not over. There we go. Better have a snack. That it? That ended rather anticlimactically. Oh no. There's gonna be someone hidden in the hedge maze, and that's gonna be a nightmare to try and work out. I forgot this game has a hedge maze in it. Hope that meat doesn't despawn. There's nothing in that. Get out of here. It did not despawn. I can't read the tombstone. Can't read any of them. Oh, this is already activated. That's convenient. I can come over here for a bunch of free stuff. This leads us to the back door of the hedge maze. Is all this stuff just open? Skeletons on motorcycles. It doesn't get more rad than that. This isn't going to open, is it? No. How long do you think I'll be able to explore before Frankenstein finds me? I'm completely now lost as to where I or anything is. Okay, this will lead us into the next portion of the game. I don't think I want to go down there. Anyone hiding over here? No? This is a brutal rescue mission. Is that you, Frankenstein? It is. Okay, well, I'm not going to worry about him right now. I haven't even explored the house. It doesn't play the cutscene where we get to meet this guy. Okay, stocked up on a few goodies. No one hiding behind the curtain, right? I'm feeling desperate. Storeroom key. Hang on, we're still collecting keys? I thought everything was just unlocked. Stained glass knight, let's go. Another super rad enemy. Is anyone in here? I've made it through a huge chunk of the game, and I've only rescued one. I've only rescued one person. Oh, you know what? That's different. That's different. In Castlevania 64, the Stained Glass Knights, when you come in here, they're lying on the ground, like in the beam of light. So they're like the shadow of the stained glass window, and they get up off the ground. In this game, they jump down out of the window. I'm not sure which version I like better. Why did I do that? I was perfectly happy with the sub-weapon I already had. What? I just thought none of the cutscenes were ever going to trigger. Oh, I missed that comment before. A Bug's Life was the only Disney Pixar movie to have a VHS release with 5 different cover arts featuring each of the characters. I don't imagine many movies in general get that many alternate covers. BBF, welcome in. Hope you are well. And this is the correct amount of dolphins for an Agent Frownie stream. We're so back. I'm having a good time tonight. I'm not doing much better at this game right now than I was doing at Echo, but I'm having a lot more fun. At least I'm having a good time. You deserve that. Thank you kindly. 9 VHS covers, not 5. Yeah, that's a piece of trivia I would not have gotten. The video game, A Bug's Life on the Game Boy Color, is horrific. Don't play it. I cannot anti-recommend it enough. I actually found someone. Clark. Thank you so much for saving me. I knew you would come for me. Alright, same dialogue. I was expecting to find one of the children inside this structure, not just like randomly off to the side like that. But I'm happy either way. We actually found someone. It's been so long. So that's what we're doing. I'm on a quest. I've got 7 days to save 6 children. And so far I've found 2, and I've only got 3 days left now, so I'm not making good time. I've wasted a lot of it. So that's why I said I'm not doing very good. It's just... It's one of those, where do I go? What do I do? kind of situations. But at least it's a game world that I like exploring, and I'm enjoying playing as this character. I've never played as this guy before. He is quite rad. There's probably at least one more in the maze, because I can't imagine that they would let us get past the maze without having to deal with Frankenstein at any point. Chozo, welcome in. Thank you for the 3 stream streak. I am late. A little bit. I've been going for a while, but glad to have you here. We're actually playing a good game tonight. Not everyone is enlightened enough to realize that, but the happy few out there will agree with me. He got up to me faster than I thought he would. It doesn't appear that he has his dogs, so if that's the case, this will be Anything that functions is a good N64 game. Rip. I love the N64. I love it, and both of its good games. Ah, cows, welcome in. And Dollar Phil, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Hey, Demi, welcome in. Thank you for coming along. Best Castlevania. I prefer Castlevania 64 1, but I am enjoying this playthrough more than I enjoyed the first Legacy of Darkness playthrough. This is my first time playing as this character, and I find this game mode to be a lot of fun. Did you finish Joe and Mac, Dollar Phil? Ah! Never played any of these. I really love. I'm a Castlevania 64 super fan. I really love the first Castlevania 64. And Legacy of Darkness is okay, but on the first playthrough, it's not the improvement that a lot of people say it is. I find it worse overall. I don't like the mandatory character. If you don't have a whip, are you really playing Castlevania? I mean, that's part of the reason. That's part of the reason I don't like it as much. The In Castlevania 64, there are two playable characters. There's Reinhardt is your like traditional Belmont with the whip and everything, and then Carrie is she's a magic user, and they have different stories with unique levels between the two. So it's two separate playthroughs. And Legacy of Darkness has four characters. I can tell from the menu. Two of them are Reinhardt and Carrie from the first game, but you can't play as them. You have to play as a new character called Cornell, and he is a martial arts werewolf. And I just don't like him as much. I want to play as Reinhardt because he's got the whip. He's the Belmont, but he's still locked. But I beat the game as Cornell, and I found it to be worse overall. Like I don't like the character as much, and I don't think the level design makes as much sense in the remixed levels. It's just not as good. But I beat that, and then when I beat that, I unlocked this guy, who is a gun-wielding knight called Henry. And Henry's play mode is way different from anything else. It's the same levels as Cornell, but everything's like unlocked, and the point isn't to beat the levels so much as to find and rescue children that are hidden across the game map. And I found two of them so far. There's 6 total, and I found 2. And I only have 7 days to do it, and I'm running out of time. So I'm definitely not going to get it on my first try. But I like this guy. Henry, he resonates a lot more with me. He reminds me of RoboCop. Muskets are super underused in video games, so it's not a. It's actually a six shooter that he's got because he reloads after every sixth shot. Didn't beat it, but got through the ichthyosaur part. Progress is not nothing. It's dumb, but multiple choices like that in games is kind of a turnoff for me. I just want vanilla. I actually feel kind of the same way, Dollar Phil. I I actually feel pretty similar to that. Like I generally don't want a whole bunch of characters with different playthroughs, yeah, complicating the game too much. I'd rather just have one focused mandatory experience. Um, maybe some like options like that as unlockables for like a new game plus kind of thing, but to have them like given as like equal parallel alternatives from the start, I'm less interested in. Same Demi says, don't like too many options. Yeah. That's actually my preference too. Because like one of the things is it dilutes the game. Well, it's a double raid. We just had Dollar Phil, and mere moments later, here comes Natto as well. How did the runs go, Natto? Did you get the run? Did you get the run? Thank you for the raid, my friend. Great to have you here as well. Another streamer. I recommend following both Dollar Phil and Natto Fett. Fantastic retro streams. Dollar Phil hasn't been streaming as much lately, but I'm always happy when I catch him live. He likes things like Friday the 13th and shooter games. And Natto has been a much more regular. I just finished Mario Brothers 3, all levels for the first time. It was a ton of fun to watch, and he's been working on Contra No Death, No Items. Not tonight, but the PB tied the PB a couple times. Uh, Still, Deathless Pea Shooter eludes me. I know you'll get it. I think I saw you were on the last level with only one death at one point. You can't get much closer than that, right? Welcome in, by the way. Welcome in, Phantom. Welcome in. Did I see Greg? Welcome in, Greg. Welcome in, Fox. Welcome in. Used to have a cool name. Are you using a toaster as your webcam? It's it's a regular webcam. I think I paid $4 for it. Uh, it actually used to produce a clear image, but it appears that like something happened and it's slowly dying, and so now it has this like fuzzy like now it has this kind of fuzzy like coaxial like RF signal effect. But I like it more now because it fits the retro vibe that I go for. People come in and they think it's a filter I've put on intentionally. but it's just my terrible cheap hardware. Uh, Now I might have another $4 cam for you, Nato says. Excellent. So I'm going to use this until it dies completely. Um, and I've got another one. The thing was, so I bought this webcam when I started the stream like 5 years ago. I didn't buy this one. I bought another one that was the same. and I used it until it died. But it didn't slowly die like this one is doing. I just came down here one night, it just didn't work, and it never worked again, no matter what I did. But by that time, I had purchased two duplicates. Um, because when I bought it originally, it was like $6, and then I just happened to see that the price had dropped down to 4, and I was like, oh, excellent! I'll buy two more and have backups. It is a good thing I did. So I've got a second backup somewhere if it still works. If when this one doesn't anymore. This whole stream operates on a very shoestring budget. I'm a firm believer in minimal hardware, minimal technology. If it barely works, then it works good enough. You're gonna find another half busted camera. Oh, I'll have to try. I'll have to try. I actually have like an old like big like VHS camcorder that I could just capture the composite signal out of that. So I might switch to using that if this dies. Um, and see what the picture quality from that looks like. Yeah, literally shoestring. Just some of my equipment. You can literally find shoestrings that cost more than some of the equipment that I use on the stream. When I decided I wanted to start streaming, I looked at the things I would need, like a webcam and like a capture card and just whatever else. And I went to Amazon and I looked for the second cheapest option that I could find for every piece of hardware I would need. Because no one wants to use the cheapest thing available. No one wants to use the worst option that they have. Pay the extra 3 pennies. Get the second cheapest option. Treat yourself, Frownie. That's what I said. Oh. I love the second cheapest method, Cal says. Anytime I'm gonna buy something and I can't put in the proper research, second cheapest option. It's fine. And usually, even when I can put in even when I can put in the proper research, second cheapest option. Why not? The cheapest works for me, usually, Greg says. I don't really have anything against the cheapest option either, Greg. It's just funnier for some reason to say the second cheapest. Oh. Welcome in. I don't remember. I think it's Bayon. Thank you for joining us. I just saw a clip from 3 years ago on your channel. The camera looked better than that. Well, it was the same. It was either the same camera or it was another copy of the same one. I don't remember how long I've been using this specific one for. 2 or 3 years. So it could be the exact same camera that you would have seen in the older clip. I kind of want to do that with my old JVC recorder. Use it as your webcam. I think it could make a good option. I know to draw a lot more power. Um, I'll have to plug it in and everything. So it'll be clunky to integrate, but I might the result might make it worth it. It's all about the second cheapest until it comes to food for me. I can be a little bit pickier with food, yeah. I don't mind I don't crave having like the name brands printed on the box for everything I buy, but sometimes Sometimes when there is a noticeable like difference in quality, I will pay the little extra. I've never found a store brand of like Cheez-It cracker that I like. That's one of them. Like I think Cheez-It crackers are a pretty delicious snack, but I've never found a store brand or knockoff of those that are palatable. I like the burnt Cheez-Its, Neto says. I think I might be happy to let you have those particular ones. I think I got those before, the extra toasty ones, the burnt Cheez-Its. I don't think those land for me. Greg likes them too. I'm outnumbered. All right, I'll play the game a little bit more while we chat. This is Castlevania 64 Part 2 Legacy of Darkness. I am a huge Castlevania 64 super fan. I love that game. Unironically, it's one of my favorite games, way, way up there. Legacy of Darkness, I'm still working my way through. I've only done one of the four storylines. This is the second one. My first time playing through the second storyline. Um, I don't like this game as much, which seems to be the experience for fans of these games. You'll hear a lot of stuff online about how Legacy of Darkness is the better game and it fixes everything or improves everything from Castlevania 64. And that's what a lot of people who don't like these games repeat. But I think if you talk to people who actually like one of these games, you will almost always find that they prefer the first Castlevania 64. That's been my experience, at least. Typically, people either like none of the games and they say this one is better, or they like the first game better. I am enjoying this second playthrough more than I'm enjoying the second quest. This second story, I'm enjoying more than the first of this game. So there is that. First one is better, Greg says. Yeah, I definitely like the first one. I definitely like the first one more. At least so far as their main, at least so far as their main campaigns go. This one still does technically have time to win me over because I've got more to do in it, but it's got a very uphill battle now. I am liking this playthrough a lot. This playthrough is weird. This in this story, the game world has been opened up a lot more. So it's kind of like we're playing. It's kind of like we're playing like. It's kind of like we're playing the game from the perspective of a character who was following along behind our first playthrough, because like a lot of stuff is unlocked and puzzles are already solved. But our goal isn't really to get through the game in the same way. Our goal is to explore the game world and find and rescue missing children within a certain time limit. And I'm going to fail that task because I've only found one third of them and I've wasted over half my time already. So I'm gonna have to restart and play this again to beat it. But that's okay. I'm always happy to have an excuse to spend more time in the world of Castlevania 64. Are you a fan of Shadowgate on the NES? I remember the sequel to the on the N64 was disappointing. That's another game that I love. I'm sorry it was disappointing for you. I think that game is great. The NES Shadowgate, I haven't really played. I I kind of played it. I played there's they put that one on the Game Boy Color. I played through it on the Game Boy Color when I was a kid, but I basically just cheated my whole way through it with a walkthrough, so I didn't really experience the game. I was a very I was not a very I was not a very disciplined gamer as a kid. My playstyle has changed tremendously in my old age. So I kind of robbed myself of the Shadowgate NES experience. I would like to play through it. I would like to give it a playthrough because it's been so long, and because I didn't really solve anything for myself, I don't remember the game. So it would be kind of like playing it for the first time, but not really. But yeah, I like Castlevania. Or sorry, Shadowgate. I like Shadowgate 64 a lot. I think that game's fun. I like the. I like. See, it's kind of like this game in a way. It's a very quiet, kind of lonely game that's got like really good atmosphere. So I think that's what speaks to me about it. I like games that have a lot of like quiet, lonely downtime in kind of a kind of this spooky fantasy horror environment. So like Dark Souls is kind of like that. Jump King. I know where I'm trying to get to right now, but I don't remember the way there. This place is a maze. Nobody talks positive enough about Diddy Kong Racing, Chozo says. Surely that's a joke, right? I thought that game was super beloved. I've actually never played it. We can do a first blind playthrough of that on the stream. Master Tuesday, welcome in. Happy Tuesday, and good news, I'm not ending the stream right now as you come in Tuesday. I feel like I've done that to you like 2 or 3 times in a row, and I I hate when things line up like that. Good to have you here, and I hope you're doing well. Everyone I know hates it, Chozo says. Maybe I'm wrong. People dislike this game because it's different to 2D Castlevania, which is weird because Mario 64 is nothing like 2D Mario. And I feel like it's a pretty good I feel like it's a pretty good approximation of 2D Castlevania. See, there's supposed to be like a mini boss fight in here, but it doesn't happen in this game mode because it's more about exploring. What is this? Oh, that's how you go back. I see. I've never seen one of those before. I got through Shadowgate on NES, most of it. There's some tricky hidden stuff, but the music is sublime and the art is an upgrade from the Apple version. I don't remember the music. I might have actually played it because I played it on the Game Boy. I might actually played it with the music off most of the time. So talk about robbing myself of the experience then. I do wanna check it out. I do wanna try Shadowgate on the NES. It's very much on my radar. I got a stack of NES games that Blaster Master, I think, is one of them. Shadowgate. I got a stack of them. I want to kind of like semi prioritize at some point. And once I get some of this other stuff I've been working on done with, then just kind of play through them back to back. I love it. It's 10 times better than Mario Kart, Chozo says. I'm a pretty big fan of Mario Kart 64 as well. I like I like kart racer games like that. Diddy Kong Racing is absolutely a Frownie stream game, Tuesday says. No worries. Always happy to catch a stream when I can. Always grateful to have you here, Tuesday. Now, is this for progress or a bonus area? Bonus area. I was having some indecision about which weapon I wanted. I think I'm going to stick with the cross for now. I was noticing this guy has a cross on his helmet. If I can get the camera to come in close. I saw he's got a... So he's got a little cross on his forehead. And it was making me think, like... I'd really like to... like, I have a couple of, like, video game themed beanies, right? And I'd really like to have one that was like Ghosts and Goblins. But I was like, well, what would they put on it? And I was thinking maybe the shield from the first game that you have to use to win the game. Which, I mean, I don't think they're making a lot of Ghosts and Goblins NES merchandise, right? But the shield is basically it's just kind of a generic shield with a cross on it, and so I saw that and I was like, like maybe someone I was saying maybe someone has accidentally made a piece of maybe someone's accidentally made a piece of Ghosts and Goblins merchandise just by making a beanie with a generic shield with a generic cross shield. I can't find an official one. It's not enough. It's not enough Ghosts and Goblins merchandise out there for me to decorate with. The composer did very catchy music. There's also Deja Vu and Uninvited. Shame he didn't do more music for games. It's the same composer for all three of those. Deja Vu I don't really know much about. Uninvited I think is another point and click game, but I actually haven't ever played or looked at that one either though, so... Trying that one out would be a new experience for me. There's also Maniac Mansion is another point and click on the NES that I haven't played. I think it could be fun, but it's also, like, kind of intimidating. Alright. This is a bad move here because we're on a tight time constraint already, and now I'm pushing the clock forward. But I've got to see what's in here. Nothing. Alright, well. The wisdom, the knowledge was worth it. The wisdom, knowledge is power. Deja Vu is American Gangster, 40s American Gangster theme, uninvited, a spooky house. I kind of like spooky horror themes in games. I don't play a lot of like horror games. Every now and then, like we've played a couple of Silent Hills, but usually I like a spooky horror theme, but it's usually kind of like fantasy, or it's usually kind of fantasy horror or cartoony horror. Oh, nice. I got to double up on my cross. This place is an unfortunate place to try and explore because everything looks the same and it's kind of foggy and hard to see. Medusa heads flying around. That it was actually that death that I had a moment ago gave us time back on the clock that I wasted. Wow, there's a lot of meat in here that I wasted by checking that moon room. So that's actually good. I feel like I've definitely missed something in here, but I am gonna move on. Yeah, I think Sweet Home. Yeah, I think that's something I'd like to play as well. I I've heard a little bit about it. You got to play it in translation though, because it never came to the West officially, right? I think that could be a fun one to do at some point. Resident Evil, I had Resident Evil 2 on the Nintendo 64 when I was a kid, so I really like that game. And I had the Resident Evil remake on the GameCube. I like that game a lot too. But I still haven't played. I still haven't played much of the other Resident Evils, like 3 and 4, the original version of 1. I don't know that I'll play much beyond 4, because they're not quite so retro anymore, and they kind of become like action games for a while, from what I've heard. But definitely want to sort of complete the set of playing through all the older ones. And Sweet Home just makes a lot of sense to play too. Here I'm doing emulation. Sorry. I always have people like myself and Sark and others to help you with anything you need, including patching ROMs. Thank you, Chozo. Definitely appreciate the help, and definitely am going to need it. We'll do some emulation stuff eventually. I don't have anything against doing it. It's just I want some new hardware before I do, and I've been back and forth about getting anything new because I want to make sure I get the right thing, and then like every time I wait, then some other expense comes up for me. uh, I would much rather be spending my I would much rather be spending my extra cash on, new hardware for the stream and not like repairing burst pipes in my basement, but don't always get the destiny I want. Resident Evil 7 and 8 are horror. 7 actually scared me a bit. Same with the 2 remake. 4 is one of the best games ever made. It's so hard I could never consider it one of my favorites. The stress it put me through. Uh-oh. Really recommend classic Resident Evil. Sweet Home is a game based on a Japanese movie. It's probably the reason why no localization. I don't think I knew that. I don't think I knew the movie connection. But yeah, it would make sense. Zero, welcome in. Burst pipes. I was no. It's a problem I had a while back. It's not a current problem, Zero. It happened. It happened a couple months ago. Now I think was it December. It's been a while. It was early January or in December, I think. I got it. I got it taken care of. It was just. It was just. I was just pulling an example for an unexpected expense I've had. Somewhat recently. Yeah, that was the big. That was the worst thing. Is it soaked all my Game Boy games, and I'm not sure what percentage of them still work. I dried them out the best I could, but I don't know. I'm terrible at survival horror games. I always panic about not having enough heals and ammo, Chozo says. I haven't really played a survival horror game in a long time. Like I feel like I made it through the Resident Evils that I played as a kid without too much. Like world-ending difficulty, but it's been a long time, so I might be looking through rose-colored glasses. No, yeah, it was a while back. It hasn't been a problem since. Here's hoping it remains not a problem. I'll look over there in just a moment. I feel like I already climbed across that. See, everything looks the same. I never remember where I've been and where I'm going. Okay, surely I haven't been through this sun door. That's... Oh no. It's a, I don't remember her name. It's the boss from Dark Souls. I don't remember this character. Please let go of me. Queelag, yeah. I couldn't remember her name. I don't remember that fight. I don't remember that fight from... That's not in Castlevania 64. I don't remember it from our first Legacy of Darkness play. Like, that's something... I don't remember that at all. I think that's new. We're definitely going back there, but... Since that's the boss, that's the end, and I haven't explored the branches, so I need to make sure I don't miss anything over here on the edges of the map. Hey, Laser Cats, welcome in. The original Resident Evil 1's the hardest of what I've played. Would be hilarious to see you play through it, Chozo says. We'll do it. We'll definitely do it. Sweet Home has a lot of soft lock potential. Well, then I'll definitely get soft locked. We'll just have to be prepared to laugh through our tears when it happens. What is that shovel all about? Speaking of shovels, you know another game I need to play? I need to play Shovel Knight. I said I was going to play that when we finished Jump King, and I finished Jump King a while ago, and I haven't started Shovel Knight. I think I went over there. Alright, I think I've been everywhere. I didn't find anything, so you know what I need to do? I actually need to just reload my save. I did, yeah. Wario Land 4 is on the list too. Someone in the comments on one of my VODs on YouTube asked me about Wario Land 4 recently. It's a sign, Frownie. It might be, actually. Code Veronica has the easiest soft lock because of the respawning zombies. Work tonight, Lasercat says. Went through a garbage run. Found out our fence got hit by the delivery truck guy. I don't think his job is too happy with him. I'd think not. I got soft locked in Resident Evil 0. I've played a little bit of Resident Evil 0. And I saved in a room right next to a boss, but didn't have any inventory. And so my options were to consider myself soft locked or learn to beat a flying boss with only the knife. And while it may technically be possible, for me it was a soft lock. Almost got soft locked in the original. Someone came in and helped you with back seating. That's great if you welcome it, but I mean, as you know me, I would prefer the soft lock. I would rather get soft locked than get spoiled or back seated. Because I'm a monster. Because I'm a horrible monster. Shovel Knight is a fantastic game. It looks like it's something I will. It looks like it's something I'll like from what little I've seen of it. I played the first level or two of it. So I have sampled it. I know Unless something just goes horribly wrong after the first stage or two, I think I'm going to like it a lot. No! I can't get out of this situation. It's instant death. I don't know what you're supposed to do once you get grabbed. That's just it. I'm just a goner. Good thing they put a save. Good thing they put a save crystal right here. A lot of people dig their own graves by poor save habits. I've definitely done it before. Okay, we'll go ahead and use that. Give a fresh save so I don't have to keep using that card all the time. 1 day left. Didn't it say 2 days left a moment ago? No! Let go of me! This is an awful experience. I was having fun. What happened? How do I even dodge this? It turns in midair to follow me. It's not just like a string that comes straight out. It sweeps. Why does the spider lady have legs coming out of her head? It got me again. Oh. What a bad time. What a bad time this has suddenly become. I was having a lot of fun a moment ago. Tigrer, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Played this game at 4 or 5 years old. Thought I fever dreamed it for years. This is my first time doing this particular one, but I'm a really big fan of the original Castlevania 64. I rented Castlevania 64 when I was a kid, and I played it on easy mode because that's how I did things back then. And the thing is about easy mode, you can't actually play the whole game. You get about 2/3 or 3/4 of the way through, and then it it gives you a message that says, "Hey loser, why are you playing on easy? If you want to see the whole game, play it on normal." So I got that. I got up to that message, and then I just didn't. I either couldn't or didn't have the heart to restart the game, and so I didn't actually beat it for years and years. But eventually, I went back and finished it, and just have really fallen in love with it. It's really quite the game. At the one with the giant skeleton. So this game, they both have a giant skeleton. Because this game is like a DLC for Castlevania 64. It's like a remixed and expanded version. But it's actually overall so far, I think, kind of worse. It sounds like it would be an improved version, but the level design's not as good, and I don't like the main character they make you do your first playthrough with as much. So I'm a big like Castlevania 64. I'm a big super fan. Legacy of Darkness is like it's all right. I like the playthrough I'm doing now is my first playthrough of the second storyline. And despite this one boss that I'm currently stuck at, I actually like this a lot better than the main storyline. I was having a lot of fun until this boss here kind of ruined it for me. So hopefully I'll get through this and I'll start having fun again. That's the one I remember. Might have to give it a go. I hope you enjoy it if you do. It's not a perfect game. It's got some problems. It does have some problems you have to be willing to overlook, but it's also got a lot of really cool stuff in it. I just have to stand back here and just cheese this from this camera angle? Is this gonna work for me? It worked for half the boss. I don't know, the health isn't going down anymore. No! Rip. It's game over. Why is there no way to break out of this? It's so obnoxious. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Looks decent for a 25-year-old game. I don't know what to do about this. It seems unconquerable. I've been presented with an unassailable obstacle. So I don't know. I'm just gonna backtrack and see if any kind of other idea occurs to me. because that's becoming immensely frustrating. Not able to read the letters because of the dirt. I didn't see that message before. Maybe jump all the way out onto that platform and then don't even put something in it. Rude. What was in here? I don't really think the holy water is going to help me all that much, but maybe if I run right up to the boss and spam the holy water, I can cheese it. I don't think any legitimate strategy is going to be an obstacle. Is going to be an option. I'm going to have to look for something. I'll have to look for something that gives me an unfair advantage. Wow, it's just endless bats. You know, he could just wipe the dirt off. It's not unfair for evening the playing field. True. I mean, I'm not going to feel bad about it. Alright, well apparently that's the way to do it. No, what? It's got a phase 2! This boss definitely did not exist in the main quest. This boss, there is no way that I could have forgotten this boss. This did not exist in the main quest. Oh, look at it, it's so weird. Okay. I actually really liked Phase 2. That Phase 1 experience was horrible. I don't know why. I don't know why it was like that. That, diminished my liking for the game. Somewhat significantly. Oh no, please don't make me fight that boss again. Things are getting out of hand. Hey, thank you for the follow, Tiger. Very kind of you to come on board with us. Hopefully I'll find a better method for, hopefully I'll find a better method for doing that fight. What? How am I back here? What? Oh no, this doesn't make any sense. Oh no. I'm poisoned. I better save. I'm gonna have to play through this quest multiple times because I'm not doing very well and there's a strict time limit. Crunching down on me. So... Oh. Hang on, this is progress. Oh, that's weird. Oh, you tried to trick me. Alright. Well, just hopefully when I fight that spider lady in the future, I'm gonna figure out more and better strategies, is just all I'm thinking. We haven't seen the last of anything from this game yet, because I'm gonna have to restart it probably many, many times. Good. 10 new games for the PlayStation sale? Well, tomorrow's payday, so I'm good. Right on. Hope you have a lot of fun with your new acquisitions. Got a save crystal over there. Gonna head out for the evening. Right on. Thank you for stopping in, Bort Jams. It's been good to have you here while we have. Hope you have a great rest of your evening and weekend. I don't know if I will stream tomorrow. I think probably no stream tomorrow. I wouldn't count on it. I have kind of a lot to do. But if I somehow wind up taking a nap, then maybe I'll show up. But don't cancel any of your other plans. Let's go. Edward, thank you so much for saving me. I knew you would come for me. Perfect. That's the whole point of the game, is we're trying to find and rescue these kids. There are 6 of them. We have to rescue 6 children within a time span of 7 days. And I'm on my last day, and that's number 3 right now. So, I can't cancel going to work, Derek says. Just don't, Just don't, Don't hold me responsible if you cancel all of your other plans and then I don't show up and you spend your whole evening being bored without me. Thank you for the Palms cows. Yeah, I've got a doctor's appointment in the morning, and then we've got to take our car in for routine maintenance. I've been driving around for a couple of weeks now with the maintenance required light on. It's been rather distracting. I think we're going to try and take, it's just a suggestion. No, I haven't really been stressing about it, but it is a chore I need to get done. Time over. A deafening roar shakes the region as the evil castle begins to crumble. Henry escapes just as the evil castle collapses. The castle sinking into the shimmering lake marks the end of the war with evil. Through young Henry's efforts, 3 of the children were rescued. Henry: well, did you expect me to be able to save everyone? The grave expression on Henry's face showed he'd grown into a man. How can you see Henry's face under that helmet that he never takes off? What? Well, that's the end of our first run at this. I got halfway there, which is, I guess as good as I could expect. Yeah, we could spin the wheel. Let the credits run first. We won't be able to do another whole run, but we can do part of one. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if it seems like the best thing to do to start another run of this, since the time limit is a big factor. Functional calipers on your wheels is just a suggestion. Oh yeah. I was gonna take. I was gonna say I I've got a doctor's appointment, and we got to take the car in for maintenance, and I think we're going to take Baby Man to the Children's Museum and let him run around there some, so it's going to be a pretty full, like, activity-packed day. Alright, anything post-credits? The credits aren't over? The music was fading out. I thought the credits are done. There we are. Finn. Okay, create a new save. You can select hard mode. You can use Reinhardt. Let's go. You can use Reinhardt's second costume. Push the control stick up to change the costume and player select. So now I have the option of, do we do another Henry run, or do we do a Reinhardt run next? Alright, so let's spin the wheel. When we beat a game, we usually spin the Wheel of Scorchin. I would agree that that counts as beating a game. So let me just get my things here. The Wheel of Scorchin. This wheel has 10 numbers on it. The 10 numbers represent 10 bottles of hot sauce. Most of these, I think all of them right now, are from a set called the Good Hurt Fuego. So there's 10 different flavors. Some of them are really mild, basically nothing. Some of them are really hot and will give me the hiccups and make it difficult for me to breathe for a few minutes. And we will let the wheel randomly decide which one I sample. Number 3. There is no number 3. Oh yeah, there is. I just couldn't find it. Number 3. Number 3 is Cayenne Fuego, which I think is a pretty, like, middle of the road kind of flavor. So it's not. I think it's gonna be hot enough to enjoy, but not turn me to ash. Waiting for my library to open. They're closed. They did a carpet job. And the air quality, I guess, is bad for people currently. Well, hopefully they get open back up soon. I'm a big fan of the local library. Alright, plain wheat cracker is the delivery method, and we just have as much as I can get on here. That's not bad, but there's not much to it. I unfortunately won't have any interesting reaction for you on that one. It's got just a very small amount of heat. It's kind of like your typical like Louisiana or Frank sauce. It's just hot enough to let you know it's not a bottle of vinegar. Hey, Disco Bear, welcome in. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've hit anything really hot on that wheel. I know that there's some. I know there's some deadly flavors on here, but I don't know what number they are. Number 8. When I land on number 8, I'm going to be miserable. That's the extreme habanero flavor. That's the one I gotta watch out for. This poppin' habanero, number 4, I think is pretty hot too. So number 8's the one to watch out for. Number 8's the one that gives me agony. I have my first ripe super hot of the season. I want to bet my plants waiting for me. Oh, nice. I really want to grow my own spicy peppers. I never get around to actually doing it. We grew some serranos one summer. But that's it. I think that's the only pepper we've ever grown. So now we can play on hard mode. I don't know if I'm ready to do that just yet, though. I think we're going to hang out on normal for a while. We definitely will play on hard mode later. This is the right time to germinate if you want to grow this season, Northern Hemisphere. I don't have the time. I don't have the time to do it this year, but hopefully soonish. Yeah, when baby man gets a bit older. They're supposed to open next Monday, but they've changed the date before, so we'll see. It's been foggy in your area. It was a little foggy. It was a little foggy outside tonight. When I took the dog out before the stream, I was thinking Looked a little foggy. It wasn't very foggy yesterday, though. Silent Forest, Castle Wall, Annex to the Evil Castle. 1, 2, 3. Underground Passage, Underground Waterway, Outer Wall. 4, 5, 6. Okay. So I think there is supposed to be a child in each area. So I probably did miss one in the wall. We're not going to get super far into this, but we'll get a start. Strongest peppers I had was Thai peppers. I've never drooled so much before. I've cooked with all manner of spicy peppers. Like, I've cooked all the way up with, like, Ghost and Scorpion and Carolina Reaper peppers. But, like, so far it's just, like, eating just, like, a plain raw pepper. I think Serrano is the hottest that I've just tried to eat the pepper by itself. Which is pretty low on the scale. But I have thrown some pretty wildly hot peppers, like, into, like, a pot of chili that I've cooked, or a pot of marinara sauce. And I've made some pretty diabolical dinners. It was pretty crazy foggy when you got out of the movie the other night. Yeah, Baby Man doesn't get any spicy food. I've actually, like, I've been cooking a lot of stir fry recently, but I haven't been putting any peppers in anything that I've made for the past, like, 2 years now. Because you gotta be careful with Baby Man. So, all of my... For someone who proclaims to love spicy food as much as I do, I have not been walking my talk for quite a while now. Okay, so I think that taking this path the way we've done just now will skip a lot of this level. That'll buy us back a ton of time. Don't know why I picked that up. Never really thought this before until the skeleton hissed at me just now. But he's kind of like a giant Smeagol from the Lord of the Rings. that noise that he makes sounds kind of like Smeagol's voice through my headphones. Not quite the same, but close enough. I should have paid more attention to where I was aiming. I waste a lot of time there shooting at nothing. Finally not sleeping on the couch anymore, which is nice. In a real bed. Took a few nights to get used to it after so long. This is gonna be nice. Feel like I can stay asleep longer because of the comfort. That's good to hear. I don't think I knew that you were on the couch. I might have forgotten that if you'd shared it before. Castle wall. So I think there is a child to rescue somewhere in this castle wall. Based on that thing at the beginning that listed Henry's objectives, but I guess I just didn't do a good enough job looking around before. So I am going to do the castle wall again and just be more thorough this time, I think. I'm going to do more stopping to look around in first-person view. That's probably the big mistake that I made, was not doing that. Because there's probably, like, an opening, like, in the center somewhere or something that I can jump to. Oh, like, look. Like, right there. There's a platform right there. I've never seen that platform before. Could it be that simple? Yeah, look, right there. Right there. I ran right past her before. I wonder what must have been going through her mind. Bess, you've come to save me. This place is scary. Evil demons are all around. We should go home right away and tell Mom and Dad we're okay. Victory. Alright. Great. Child number 2 found. Ah! Don't get tipped into the abyss. She should have yelled out, "Where are you going, dude?" Ah! Oh, you know what? Can I just go back? There's no reason to climb the rest of this tower. Our mission's been accomplished. Alright, I'm still operating on the assumption of 1 per tower, I think. Or 1 per area. Oh, well. Do I look in the other tower? But I'll take a look in the other tower, but I don't think there's going to be one over here. I think 1 per area. I think 1 per area is gonna be it. But this tower is easier to climb, so it's not gonna hurt to take a look. There's no one up here. And we will death warp back. See, we're doing a much better job. Let's go. That was crazy easy this time. I hope I didn't lower the difficulty down to easy by mistake. Wow, the skeleton's really strong. Okay, I should be picking these things up. I'm much lighter on items than I was on our first run. Why is this hallway so long all of a sudden? Seems to be stretching on forever. And you go to the right here. Yeah, let's go. You want to watch Hot Pepper Gaming back in the day, way before Hot Ones was a thing. I feel like I might have seen that once or twice. I didn't watch it regularly. But I remember it being a thing. I watched a little bit of Hot Ones too, but I don't follow it regularly at all. I feel like a lot of times when I see thumbnails for Hot Ones, I don't really know who the person being interviewed is, so I don't keep up with a lot of media and culture. please? This is fine. This is not going to be like a very time efficient way to go about this, but it'll be fine. That's too expensive. You know what? Everything's too expensive for me right now. I mean, yes, I could have afforded some of that stuff, but it just didn't seem to. Better off just saving my money right now. Besides, there's a lot of good stuff in here for free. Okay, back through here again. There we go. I don't think I knew that the axe summons a lightning bolt. Do you see that? It's pretty wild. Okay, I'm in here. I wish I knew my way around this maze better, because I've played, I've played Castlevania 64. I think the layout's the same across the two games. I think the maze layout is the same, but like I've run through this maze a lot between the times that I've played both games, especially the first one. And yet, I just cannot commit this maze to memory. Every time I play, I have to just run around it randomly until I find my way by accident. Okay, that's no good, and I think I already determined that that direction is no good. So I think I do need to go this way. I was just about to say, we're good now until he teleports ahead of me. Hey, Shadow Play, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Why can I never solve this maze? I don't think there's another door over there. I'm going to waste all 7 days just wandering around this maze because I can't find the exit again. I found it so quickly. I found it so quickly the first time, and now I can't find it again at all. It's so annoying. Hey, thank you for the new follow. Appreciate you coming on board with us. Maybe it's this. Did I go through this door before? Oh, this is good. Yeah, this is what we want. Oh, finally. We made it through. Now I can proceed to immediately forget it again. Alright, so that brings us up to 3 of the children rescued. We know where the 4th one is. Whoa, wait a moment. Outer wall? Oh, this is different. I wonder if that coffin teleports us to a different place depending on what day it is. I don't know. I need to work out the mechanic of that. Alright. Well, I don't have time to explore a new area tonight, I'm afraid. So we'll pick up with the outer wall the next time we play this. Apologies. Apologies if anyone's just come in and you haven't had time to lurk. I hate to end the stream when that happens, but... I've got to be up early for my doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I've got to wrap things up. Thank you for being here tonight, my friends. We'll raid out if you'll bear with me just a moment. There's just a thin chance of a stream tomorrow. I wouldn't really count on it, though. Probably I'll be back again on Sunday night. I'll let you know in the Discord if it turns out I am going to stream. I'll make an announcement. But I expect Sunday night is probably our next stream. Next week we'll play this again next week. We've also got to work on Eek the Cat, Bart versus the Space Mutants, Echo the Dolphin. I don't look forward to any of those. This is the only game I look forward to. Everything else is a horrific nightmare I regret ever beginning. So, be a lot of rough nights next week. I'll do my best to keep my spirits as high as I can, but no promises. Oh, I've got to play more stuff like this and less stuff like that. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, Cows. Thank you, Disco Bear. Shadowplay, cool name, Laser Cats. Thank you, everybody. I hope that you're well until I see you again, and hopefully that will be real soon, my friends. But we're all done for tonight. Yeah, my condolences. Thank you. We're all done for tonight, my friends. It's time to head out. Let's go on an adventure.